Right guys, welcome back to the channel and to another episode. So in this episode we're just going to get cracking on the Mini Mayfair. Don't know how far we get, but we'll see. If you haven't caught up, all the inner wings are repaired. I'm yet to wire all this down, that will get done in this episode. I'll probably won't film it, but you'll just see it change throughout the episode. I'm just going to do it off camera, clean it all back, get it all in primer. The rust treatment seems to work. I've done a few passes of it and it's all gone black. It all seems to be treated. So we'll sand all that down properly, make sure we're good and happy. But really, we need to crack on with the scuttle. So here we have a scuttle. So the first heritage panel, it will go back on this car. It's all covered in grinding dust. It's a heritage one. So I always try and, if anyone's looking for panels, that's the part number for a heritage original panel. This is one of very many that are up on the shelf over there that we obviously got from Minimine. They ordered us basically everything we need for the front of this car. And obviously, yeah, absolutely buzzing. While I have your attention, obviously, if we're stuck right into this video, please go check out Minimine. There is a link in the description below and a discount code on the screen now to their eBay shop. You can get yourself 10% off when you spend £15 or more on there. So please go ahead, use the discount code, get you some bits ordered for your Mini. They don't ship panels. Just check out what's on their eBay store. There are so many bits and pieces. We've actually just ordered some subframe mounts for this off there, just so we can start lining the front end up. So go check them out. And while I've got you as well, go check out Frost. Again, there is a discount code will be on the screen and in the link description below for all your tooling needs, all your products, bits and pieces like that. We've got a few plans with them in the future where everything's kind of getting ironed out and stuff like that. We are working away. So yeah, go check them out, guys. Right, back to the Mini. That's what you're all here for, isn't it? I hope. So yeah. Back at this, so both ends of the scuttle are cut off, it's loose. All that's holding it on is obviously all the spot welds across there. So I think in this episode, we'll get this cut off. I'm banking on having to do some repairs, but we'll find out, you know, we'll find out. I want to know if this is the original scuttle. I can't quite tell. Yes, it is. So there's an original chassis number in there. So what I'll do is I'll save this little portion for James and he can keep it if he wants to. But 99.9% cars out there have had a new scuttle. We obviously still have all the correct chassis plates on the car, but this is just a pressing that would have been on the car, but it's always good just to keep it. You can actually more visible from the underside, but yeah, anyone knows where to find it, they are on there. So obviously this won't have that, but we'll get it fitted on, and hopefully that will be a nice big solid part. Obviously we were quite damaged just up here with rust, and obviously we can start kind of rebuilding forward. So it obviously wants to sit somewhere like that. So what we do is we'll get this old one cut off, clanging around. We'll get the old scuttle cut off the car, and then we'll start mocking up and then we'll get the new bonnet fitted as well. So sit back, relax and enjoy, guys. All right, so scuttle's off, yes. I don't do it the normal way. I haven't got time to set their drilling spot welds out. Plus, I think the bulkhead's going to need repair, so I'll just be drilling into rust. Pointless. So, what we've done is we've cut it off, like I say, and I'll just clean that lip back, see what we've got left. But what was interesting is the scuttle really didn't look as bad. But you can see it started to go in the corners, but this is the more interesting bit. I couldn't see any of this. So this piece is actually around the wiper area there. So this is what this is all kind of spiraled out of control a little bit, and it's quite rusty. It's gone there, I think. So we'll have a proper bit of investigation, but I'll get this lip cleaned off. Yes, I haven't removed some of these things, but these were absolutely seized on, so I'm just going to take them off now. Now I've got the panel upside down. You can kind of see there a little bit now. There's a pressing there, a number. So I'll put this aside if James wants it. But yeah, let's sling that there, and we'll get this kind of all clean back. And I'll bring you back in soon and see if we have bulkhead repairs. Have you watched this channel before? We're going to have bulkhead repairs, aren't we? Oh dear. Right. Cut in time. Voila, one scuttle fitted. No, I'm only joking. Right, so clean back everything. Put that there. So, to be fair, I'm quite shocked. So, it's cleaned back really, really nice all the way. It's just a bit of pitting here, so I might cut this section out and get rid of that. The inner dash rail, the top of it's a little bit corroded. So I think when I cut this section out, try and bring you guys a bit closer. So what I'll do is I'll cut this little section out probably, and also cut the inner bit of this out. And I get to use my new folding tool, which is down there on the floor, get it in the vise. I can fold this flange up and make this bit of dash rail in, because this is literally the worst bit, and it's hold. So I think we'll do this repair, and I think we'll be golden. But yeah, this is why you buy heritage scuttles, people. I've never ever made one mistake. Well, I did a Mini years ago, and I bought, well, it came with the car actually. It was a aftermarket Magnum panel, and the scuttle just wasn't as good. So I'm not, like I say, I'm not here to just like disgruntle businesses or anything like that. But you guys watch this channel to get tips and stuff like that, which I massively appreciate. So I want to let you know what I find, and that's why we do this, to build the cars together. Do whole pattern front ends if you want. They fit really, really well. We did one on the MPI, didn't we? But the one thing, build off a genuine scuttle is so much easier. Trust me, guys, from someone that's done this a few times now, it's worth spending the money on a scuttle. So that is one top tip, I guess, for this video. But yeah, so you can just see, literally, obviously I need to trim the ends, but look at it. It's sat bang on where it should be. It lines up perfectly there, and you know, if we were ready to weld, we could get all the holes drilled and we could plug weld that in. But obviously we're going to have to repair this, which we will get on with. So we'll cut this piece out, cut the back piece out, and then rebuild back out. So let's go and find some sheet steel and crack on with that. Right, so we're left with a nice hole now, and basically, yeah, that's the rot you can see. So that used to sit in there. So what I'll do now is I'll make this internal piece up. So it's just a folded bit of steel to recreate the dashboard, and then we'll put a skin back over it. In theory, it should be good to go then. But yeah, just got hold of some good wire wheels as well, and I started cleaning back all this. I'm really happy with them. Finally found something decent to get that job done. We've used a lot on the Amazon as well, which will be good. But yeah, this is the worst bit of the rot, so I kind of got this as a bit of a template. You can see how much it was rotted between them, which was why it was showing so much on the top. The rest of the dash rail is really, really good. For some reason it's just this corner, so you're making a repair out. Right, so obviously with that nice big hole cut out there, I thought, yes, I get to use my new tool from Frost. I was really excited. And then if you probably noticed, if you watched the tour video, I keep all my scrap offcuts most of metal. So all sorts of bits there, all sorts of bits there, bits there. And I was just looking about and I thought, well, this might work. So I cut a little bit of a flange off a panel, but it's kind of, I've used the rest of it. Look at that. Something like, and it sits, once it's up in its place, there's the ledge back. So yeah, don't ever throw away your scrap metal, guys. So we're going to get that bit welded in now. Let's get the welder out. Right, so there it is, just tacked in. So you can now see that we've got that ledge back, and then we'll fit that panel over. But yeah, tacked in nicely. Let's weld it up. Right, so linged everything back, pretty happy at that. Could do with a little bit more tidying back, but once the dash rail's over, they're not going to see it. But I will tidy it up when we come to paint and prep stage. But that is now formed, that nice bit. So the hole that you can see there is for the air vent, which I've taken out. So we'll leave that hole there, and then we just put that piece in. So that sorted all the rot issues out. And if we move around here, you can see it's now left us the clear view of what we need to put in. So if you remember the MPI and the 89, I made pretty much all of it along there, but this one's actually really, really good. So we're going to make a piece just to go in there. So to quickly knock that together. But yeah, basically the moral of this video is don't throw away your scrap, because look at that, a bit of trimming, sort it out. So piece of metal just found. I just thought I'd bring you in. I was just going to knock this together and then start welding it, but I think I'll show you because it's quite a handy tip. I literally learned it. I don't know where I saw it. I must have just picked it up from somewhere. But you've got this gap here, and if you actually look, there's a contour, like a curvature of the panel there. So I made this as a flat piece of steel, and obviously it's going to go in there, something like. And what I did was lay it in there when it was straight. Get a bit of Sharpie pen there, and then if we go over to the vise. I'll set you guys up. All I'm doing is the vise is slightly open, putting it where the line is, and just putting a bit of pressure on it, and then that's giving you a slight curve, but without being really deep. And like what we've basically just put into the car, it's just giving you that slight curve all the way along. And that gives you the basic shape. So now if we go back to the car and have a look. So this sits in like that, and the curve is bang on where I want it to be. So I can start tacking that and then hammer and dolly the rest of it. But yeah, let's get this welded in as well. And there we have it. I'm not going to go mad tidying it back, because once the scuttle's on, you'll never see it. But yeah, pretty buzzing with that. So when you think about what we had to start with, I'll just go over and grab this for you. It's come a long way. So we used to have pitted, holy old metal, and I sorted it. So what I should have done is probably put some plug welds in there, but this whole bulkhead on this car sits lower than the dash rail. So what I've done is trim it down and just put a few stitches on it. So, but it's, yeah, it's perfect. Really happy with that. Good weld penetration on the inside. Yeah, really happy with that. Cool. Right. Next episode will be scuttle, definitely. Right, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it quite interesting. Yeah, we're basically pushing to get the scuttle on, because once we get the scuttle on, we put the bonnet on, we can put the front on, and then James sees his car look like a Mini again, which is all good, and my shelf becomes empty of panels pretty quickly. But yeah, so I'll start probably prepping up the scuttle for the next episode. We'll get going with that, so that'll be awesome. Just clean everything back. My wire wheels are really good, so I can finish cleaning up all there and do any repairs that need to be done. But yeah, I'm buzzing with that. Thank you for watching, guys. Really enjoyed doing this. I like doing a little bit of work like that. It's not mad fab work, but it's nice to just recreate something. Like I say, you don't need loads of tools. I was really looking forward to using my new panel folder, but then I found a piece of metal in my scrap bin that was absolutely ideal. And then with a vise just opened, I managed to make that curve. I mean, I have had quite a bit of practice now. This is, I think, the 4th bulkhead I've now repaired. It's very common on Minis, but yeah, I'm really happy. That is the only repair I have to do, thank God. And yeah, now we can move forward with it. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Remember, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up, comment away. Yeah, next episode we'll hopefully get one of the big panels on the car, and yeah, really start pushing forward with Project Eve. Catch you next one, guys. Look after yourselves.